B-Marsh Boxing, what's happening, world? We back at it with another one. Javier Fortuna. Javier Fortuna with the W, Javier Fortuna, man, gets the headline this show at the Staples Center against this Torres character. Guy from Mexico, 40 wins, 4 losses. Guy came in against Javier Fortuna tonight. The guy's much taller than Fortuna, man. You could see this guy's draining himself just to make 135 pounds. You know what I mean? You could see the man rib cage. You know, the Lozada Torres, Antonio Lozada Torres. He's a tall fighter, but the guy has no pop. He had nothing that could hurt the man. Javier Fortuna, you know what I'm saying? Javier Fortuna drops him in the first round. He catches him with a looping right hand, and then a barrage of punches. Then he catches him with a left hook, and the guy goes down. You know what I'm saying? So round one already is a 10-8 round. And everything after that, there was a headbutt in round two. Javier Fortuna got a little gash on his right eye, on top of by his eyebrow. Nothing serious, orthodox southpaw. These things happen even in the third round. Javier Fortuna did land a vicious body shot straight left to the gut, and the guy was backing up, and their feet got tangled up. Southpaw versus orthodox, while the guy was going backwards, Lozado Torres, and he got caught with another straight left, but he went down on the canvas, but the referee called that a slip, which it was, because when I first saw it, I didn't think it was till I saw the replay. Their feet got tangled up. You know what I mean? Fernando Torres, man, Lozado Torres, he just didn't have no answer for the man Fortuna. Now Fortuna did get hit a little bit too much for my liking, but and that's Fortuna. He's not very defensively responsible. You know what I'm saying, especially when he's opening up, and he does throw a lot of looping shots that are wide, and a good counterpuncher could catch him clean in between those punches. But Lozada wasn't that guy to do that tonight. And eventually he got ended in round six. Javier Fortuna caught him with the barrage of punches, and he was mixing it up all throughout. Throwing body shots, mixing it up, head shots, body, going to the head with the overhand right hand or straight left hand. And then round six, he catches him with some body shots. The guy's backing up. He throwing some headshots. Then he throws a wide right hook that misses. But right behind it was a straight left hand. Like I told you, the Lozado character is not a good counter puncher or a counter puncher at all. He's not, because he could have taken an opportunity to catch the man when Fortuna threw the wide looping right hook. But Fortuna had the faster hand speed anyways. And this guy had no pop, nothing on his punches, and he was a much slower fighter. And he got ended in the sixth round. The referee jumped in, stopped the fight, and that was that. Javier Fortuna wins. Now, the commentary was calling the man Fortuna the boogeyman at 135. I don't know about that. I like Fortuna. Got nothing against Fortuna, but he ain't no boogeyman at 135. The other day, I read an article of Fortuna crying that he should have been got his title shot. Well, you had an opportunity to fight Devin Haney over there on DAZN for his WBC title. And I'm not saying it's over for Fortuna, like he should never get a title shot. I mean, he hasn't lost since um who did he lose to? The Robert Easter fight, which I thought was a draw. I had that Robert Easter fight with Javier Fortuna a draw. You know what I mean? So he's been on a winning streak. Beat guys like Omar Douglas, Jesus Cuellar. I'm saying had a crazy fight with the man Granados. you know. And Fortuna's still a player at 135 pounds. You know what I mean? But his lack of defensive responsibility it's gonna catch up to him when he fights the elite fighters at 135 pounds. And I'm looking forward to him getting a title shot sooner than later. You know what I mean? He need to do what he got to do, try to get back over there and get a Devin Haney shot because he was in line for even a WBC title. Like this year in April, I had bought my tickets to a fight in April 18th at the MGM National Harbor in Oxon Hill, Maryland. You know what I mean? Now, Javier Fortuna was going to be fighting Devin Haney for the. I'm sorry, not Devin Haney. Dev is going to fight Luke Campbell. Javier Fortuna and Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC title at the time because Devin Haney was a champion in recess because he had a bad shoulder. He was injured. And the fight got canceled and it never happened. You know what I'm saying? Because of COVID. That was one of the first events. And I got my money back. You know what I'm saying? They gave me back a refund. You know what I mean? So unfortunately, that fight never happened, and that was his chance right there. He wanted that opportunity to fight Luke Campbell for the vacant WBC belt. But when it came to fighting Devin Haney for the WBC belt, taking it off the champion or the title holder, he decided to go this route tonight, fighting this Lozada Torres character. You know what I mean? So that tells you all about it. B Marsh Boxing, what's up, Dead Game Boxing? He says Fortuna versus Gary Russell is a good fight. Yeah, I ain't mad at that fight. I ain't mad at that fight. That would be Gary Russell got to come up to 135. I'm not too sure if he would do that. He got none to gain. It's actually a risk because Fortuna's not a champion. He ain't got no strap. You know, it's a high risk and a low reward for Gary Russell. Now, if Fortuna was a title holder, I can guarantee you this: that fight will be made on the PBC between Gary Russell and what's his name, Fortuna. But Fortuna would probably have to weigh his options. Would he want to fight at lightweight a Gary Russell or a Tank Davis? Win or lose, he probably would go to Tank Davis route because there's more money involved in that fight. You know what I mean? So boxing's a business. It's a risk. It's a risk reward type of business. You know what I'm saying? Got to weigh your options. You got to play chess, not checkers. You got to, hey man, you got to make the moves at the right time. You know what I mean? And obviously keeping your legacy intact and your reputation. So you got to balance all these things out in boxing. You know what I mean? Yes, indeed. B Marsh Boxing, big ups to everybody in the chat. Leave your thoughts and comments. Let me know what y'all thought about Fortuna versus Lozada Torres. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. 6-round stoppage. I'm gone. Peace.